What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we are back. I am on my second cup of coffee, guys. It's been a very interesting week. Um, for all of you guys that haven't seen our recent videos, check out our recent videos on the COPA and the FTC situation that's affecting pretty much all of YouTube. So check those out, guys. But this video is important in a few ways. For one, it gets me back into my natural habitat and comfort zone of doing videos the way I like to do them. I hate being in front of the camera, guys. And it just gets me to a point where I'm able to just enjoy talking about action figures. And today we have a really cool action figure for you, a really cool coffee time moment, guys. You know what time it is. It's coffee time with M.I.B. We've got the coffee on. Come on in, grab a cup. We have some things we definitely would like to unpack with this action figure here. This is the Farrah Fawcett MEGO figure. Beautiful figure. To me, it looks just like Farrah Fawcett. Guys, being a kid from the 1970s, I do remember that iconic poster that so many people had on their walls. And this is this figure that MEGO has produced is dedicated and what's another good word for dedication? This is in honor of that poster. I think MEGO did a fantastic job with this figure. But at the same time, we have to look at the coin from both sides. And I always like to do that with my coffee time videos. Let's bring these figures in. I got these figures off of the website for $6 a piece. I believe they since have went back up now. But I like to look at all aspects of why this figure didn't do well, or allegedly has not done well. You know, because I guess everybody has their definition of what doing well means, or how successful a figure was or is. I go by my definition. I go by off, pretty much talking to fellow collectors, MEGO collectors, toy enthusiasts, and fans of Farrah Fawcett. And I've done all of those things. And I've got some mixed reviews. Not so much with the figure itself, the timing of the figure. I've heard a lot of people say they would have liked to see this Farrah Fawcett figure in a 14-inch size. We remember the Wonder Woman MEGO figure from the 1970s, and the and other 14-inch figures, female figures, like the Lindsay Wagner figure, Bionic Woman figure. I've had a few collectors say that they would have loved to seen this Farrah Fawcett figure in 14-inch form. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section, guys, right underneath this video. We'd like to hear your thoughts. We were fortunate too. For one, the card art on this figure is fantastic. They did a fantastic job on the card art. All of the soft goods, the clothing, were done by the legendary Rachel Baker. And I don't know who's that did the head sculpt, but we'll check that out in a minute. But do you have this figure in your MEGO collection? That's what I want to know. Now, I believe a fellow collector by the name of Joseph Shepard has about 20 of these figures. So, Joseph, we're going to leave you out of the equation, okay? Joseph did his part, guys. He bought at least, from what I counted, at least 20 of these figures, these Farrah Fawcett figures. He has an army that he affectionately refers to as his army of Farrah Fawcett's. We only have 2 here at the museum, but they arrived in fantastic condition, fantastic shape. And here's another cool aspect about these figures. Really cool. We have number 263 out of 10,000 for this particular Farrah Fawcett MEGO figure. And this Farrah Fawcett is number 265 out of 10,000. Almost, they just missed it by 1. I wish I had number 64, 264. That's how close they were in numbers. How cool is that? I thought that was cool. Wasn't trying for that. This is how they came, guys. And as you can see, the MEGO Farrah Fawcett figure comes with a ton of hair, just like the real Farrah Fawcett. She comes with a beach towel. Here you can see that in the background. A mini-size poster of that iconic poster from the 1970s, and the famous red swimsuit that she sported for the photo shoot. I've had collectors say that she looks more like a Baywatch action figure rather than Farrah Fawcett. Listen, I'm a big fan of Baywatch, so I don't have a problem with that. So she looks like Pamela Anderson. You know, I've heard that as well. She looks like more like Pamela Anderson rather than Farrah Fawcett. I think she looks. I think they did a great job. I think she looks like Farrah Fawcett. Guys, what do you think of this figure? That's why this coffee time segment was created, to really get in depth about the discussion, the debate of how you felt about this figure. Listen, my thoughts on this figure and many other female figures and other figures that just didn't do very well by way of the Target website or in the Target store locations. MEGO did a fantastic job at really meeting everyone's need, or trying to anyway. They did a great job at trying to meet everyone's needs as far as collecting goes. Where I'm happy with this figure, someone else would have loved to see MEGO create another figure that would have been more lucrative for them, definitely more popular for collectors, and would have made a lot of other people happy as well. But MEGO being back in business for a little over a year now and having nearly 100 action figures and characters available to the public is unbelievable. I love the way they got her posed in here. So I think it was a win-win for MEGO, because you can't say that MEGO wasn't trying to meet everybody's needs to the best of their ability. They sure was. I think they were. I think MEGO did a fantastic job at really trying to appease everyone, as opposed to just a select few, or a group of collectors. We here at the museum, this is why I created my museum, was for this fact, was because we wanted to preserve toy history, the toy lines that create these beautiful toys, so you can have a timeline, if you will, to see exactly what came out, what MEGO produced, when they released it. All of that matters, especially if we're, calling ourselves a museum. So this Farrah Fawcett MEGO figure has an important place in history, in MEGO history, and in toy history. And I know some of you guys might maybe laugh or roll your eyes about that. But 20 years from now, or 30 years from now, when you look back on MEGO's relaunch and you see this figure and you see it mint on card, you'll say to yourself, wow, I remember that. I remember when that figure was released. And if you don't have it in your collection, you'll probably be kicking yourselves 30 years from now. You'll probably be saying, man, I should have got that figure. I really should have. Let's turn this card around and take a look at the back. It's the Farrah Fawcett MEGO debate, guys. We're just trying to see, did MEGO get it right? Did they get it wrong? Too soon to release this. Farrah Fawcett she passed away a few years ago, I believe. Or it feels like it's been a few years. But, she was married to Lee Majors, as we know as the Bionic Man. Played the Bionic Man, I should say. There's Marty Abrams, the godfather of the modern action figure. Here we go. Special thanks. Seamstress is Rachel Baker. Sculptors, Cynthia Woody. Cynthia Woody did the head sculpt of Farrah Fawcett. I think she did a fantastic job. She got the teeth correct too. Farrah Fawcett was known for that multi-million-dollar smile, megawatt smile, and Cynthia Woody did a great job at capturing that look, along with the beautiful golden locks of hair here, the one-piece outfit, and it looks like she's got a tan. Very Southern California, if you will. Guys, we want your thoughts, your opinions. Do you have this in your collection? If you do, why did you purchase it? If you don't have it in your collection, why didn't you purchase it? Your reasons. There's no right or wrong. It's just your opinion. That's all we're concerned about here. That's the fun thing about collecting, guys. It's always about your opinions. It's always about the discussion. Another reason we created the museum, the M.I.B Master Toy Museum, is for reasons like this, just to talk toys, guys, just to talk about our collections and have a good time. And we can do it over a nice hot cup of coffee. You can't lose, guys. Guys, we'd like to thank you for hanging out with us today. More fun on the way here at the museum. You know the routine, guys. God bless. And keep collecting.